all one of you, maybe. I don't know.
Sometimes
I got 7 views on the last one.
Damn, really?
I actually get
Happened
like
to the music.
around 15 after the session's up.
Oh wow. Been messing with my music. Anyway, last time on Sea of Sorrows, the party went back to the Abbey of Cicero and took care of some business there, returning one child to human state along with another. And sadly, one child was not able to be returned. And then they went to the lighthouse where they discussed their next moves a little bit more and decided to come to Bell's Harbor, which is now in fire.
Is that our fault?
No, but most likely we're going to be expected to clean it up.
Yeah. Well, first things first. Kyle's cracking her neck. Should probably make sure if Vasily's okay or not. His shop isn't on fire, just so we have a base of operations. Probably for the best.
You know what I should have done? I should have imported this to MS Paint and just drawn fire everywhere.
It's really shitty fire.
No, hold on. This is why you have players for.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, that's awful.
There you go. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, no problem.
Glad to see you out.
I was just waiting for Moogle to put up his fireball token. There we go.
So yeah, you guys are pulling in. Some buildings you can see are completely gutted. Some buildings are still smoldering and burning. There are ships that are some distance out, firing on each other. Once in a while, a stray shot comes through and hits the town.
Jacob looks at a certain shop and goes, oh, Ismark, I'm sorry! The
bear claw's gone?
Down.
Oh, you're not even sure where that dock went. It's just the stub now.
Oh. The bear claws are forever lost. A single tear for Ismark and Zan. That old lady that said she would always make bear claws is now 6 inches deep with a cannonball. Or 6 feet deep with a cannonball. I guess can I use my spyglass to just kind of observe like a little bit more closely of everything on fire, or is it like too obscured by smoke and everything?
You can roll me a perception.
Okay. Oh boy, first roll of the night. Let's fuck it up. Actually, I can't roll below 19, so. Well.
You see that, some buildings and public works and such were clearly magically protected. So there are some places that are still standing. With a 26, I'm going to say that as you look through, you see a familiar storefront that looks perfectly fine.
Oh, thank God he's alive. Well, Vasily's shop is fine. Though I do think that bakery that we were just talking about is gone. Kyle looks over and it's probably like smoldering ash.
So the whole dock is just gone. That part.
Ooh. Well, alright, so as Kyle's just kind of like pulling in. Ismark, Zan, I'm gonna need you to watch the ship again, because if we need to bail out quickly, we need to be ready on a moment's notice, and God knows this is one of the situations we might need to leave on a moment's notice.
Well, I'm probably going to have them pull us a ways out, considering I don't want to take a stray cannonball again.
Yep, no worries. If I give a signal or try to reach you through this, and she kind of holds up her sending stone, I'll give you a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah, one of the crew comes over. Oh! Well, I guess that makes it easier than these flare guns. I don't even know if these work.
Gimme.
Well, I guess Deckham could use that too, just so you know we're coming.
Yeah. And
I've
it's that
used
old
one of
timey
these
brass.
since the war.
It is the old timey brass ones with the flared front or muzzle.
Are we sure this will work? It's Kyle's just looking over it.
We've had it on board since before the incident.
Is it not waterlogged? That's Kyle's just looking. Can I roll an investigation, I guess?
I
Sure.
hear what this incident is that you speak of.
Probably the ship getting
Yeah,
sunk.
well, we get, yep.
As Kyle's saying that, as she's looking over it. Ah, God bless.
It's a little corroded, but the shell inside is brass as well.
Well, it may work. Yeah, Deckham, you can hold on to that. I trust you more than myself
Trust
with
him
that
back.
thing. Because Lord knows if I see a vampire, I might shoot that at a vampire.
Wait, I can't do that?
No, we need that to signal the ship. There's
He
only
gestures
one.
to himself.
Do you have a built-in flare gun?
Yes.
Wait,
The
actually?
signal.
I do
Oh,
not
Jeebus, I'm glad you
follow
got that.
quite well.
Basically,
I
we need
have
something
fairy
to signal
fire.
the ship. I guess that's technically like flare. We just need to throw something high up into the air. Wait, I know how we could throw something high up in the air. Kyle kind of is flipping her psychic swords. I can teleport with this, just mark me, and then I'll throw myself up. Someone's just gotta catch me on the way down, though.
You're making this a lot more difficult than it would be.
Usually I do.
Agreed.
Hey, if you see a beam of lightning shoot up in the air, that's probably us.
The crew is just silently watching, like the eyes darting back and forth between who's talking.
I can imagine this conversation, and they're just like, who do we listen to, the captain or the?
I imagine I can throw my rock pretty high in the air.
Also, you're not wrong, and I don't.
We'll just light it on fire first.
Oh my! I mean, that also works, I guess, with fairy fire too.
Right, guys, can we move? People are dying.
Oh, are they? As Kyle just kind of lowers the gangplank and just walks off. I didn't know there were people here.
Yes.
Everybody was a vampire.
Case in point.
Not
Also, the
everyone.
people attacking are our friends. Mainly, my friends.
Fuck, we still do have to get Castle. As Kyle just remembers for a
We
second.
came here.
Oh, it wasn't too erratic? Never mind.
We're specifically told not to fight.
Elliot just quietly face palms.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go check on our allies quickly first, and then, after assessing the situation, see if we can help Mr. Graves or Lord Grey.
Well, first and foremost, let's go see Vasily and see if Castle might be in there or if he's seen him. That way we can kind of slowly work our way down. Alright. Later is Mark Zan. Everyone else, try not to get the ship exploded. Kyle just jumps off and starts running into town.
Oh shit, I forgot how fast she is.
Indeed.
Why do I feel like either Ismark or Zan is just face palming as Kyle just starts running off?
Zan's probably laughing.
Oh, the youth in my day.
I'm pretty sure Deckham and Elliot already have Zan beaten age. Maybe.
So do we have some burning city sounds here?
Do you want like
Actually, I don't think so.
yeah, I think that's one of the
Never
few
had
that
one of
doesn't
them.
happen.
I can add one.
Is it in the
Darker tones. I don't think we have one like that.
no.
Ah, well.
We can just find it real quick.
Nuclear winter.
I mean, there's 12 hours of the Wandering Fire Temple. This could maybe work. Yeah, this should work.
All right.
I think this is the closest you're gonna get, and it still fits the theme.
So yeah, you guys are making for Vasilis.
Yeah.
All right. The entrance is still holding together. Sign has seen a little bit worse, but because it's got some scorch marks and
Kyle will knock on the door. Hello?
who is it?
Kyle?
Hello.
And the rest?
We're here. Who is this?
What?
You see a little window to the side. The curtain kind of pulls back, and you see Vasily staring out at you.
I have arrived.
He turns it.
Excellent. At least you're
Open.
not some doppelganger.
Welcome, friends.
So
I
how's
thought for sure
everything?
you were all dead by now.
Nah. We've lived through some weird shit over the past couple weeks. So how's everything with you? How does the shop look, by the way? Is it like in disrepair, or is it still like fine inside?
Well, considering it is considerably larger on the inside than you remember it being now, and the huddling masses of what appear to be refugees,
Ah.
Alright, so just very quickly, as soon as we enter inside and look nice, Elliot sees all those refugees, divine sense.
I mean, it makes sense. Ha. That was not an intentional pun. I would like to point that out.
I know, I know, but I'll ping it.
You got your hands full a little
I
bit.
have like divine sense, divine smite, divine health. I'm like, God dang it, I keep missing it.
Divine fist. Divine this.
Divination.
there are a few undead through it in here.
Are they within the huddled mass of people?
Yes.
Oh no.
Vasily, are all these people supposed to be human, or are they also vampire among them?
Well, I'm sure there are some vampires among them, plus other kinds of undead.
You sure none of them are suspicious at all? Just in case. Because you know, with everything going on right now.
Honestly, most of them are people I know, so
Oh, alright. Good then.
Alright. I was under the impression that one of them was trying to sneak in and have a easy meal.
oh no, that would not be allowed at all.
Vasily, have you seen a walking fortress around town?
About 8 feet tall. Looks like a fortification.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Where?
Well, I saw him walking down the street. That was an interesting one with a bunch
Today.
of tabaxis. Oh, today? He kind of moves and looks
Yes,
down the
Vasily.
hallway.
Today, and he gestures out the window. Might be kind of important. He's my friend.
He looks down a hallway. Castle, are you here? Still? You see leaning or ducking down under this doorway, coming out. Yeah.
The giant metal man attached to his face. Oh, you're alive! The sound against of metal and stone crashing.
God, it sounds like a mining
Bigger than I
operation.
remember.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. Anyway.
Ah, Deckham. That's what I call you, right?
Yes.
Captain? Commander? It's been a few days, Captain.
You know, I really didn't think I would take you out of a war just to accidentally you into another one. I do apologize. I know you're trying to get away from it, but that's kind of how this place works. On a good note, we're very close to getting out of here.
So, what do we need to do?
I look at Kyle.
Find Margulies and take him down. Though, at our current capacity, I don't think we can.
Elliot also adds, you do know we need to get the item that Margulia has to give back to Callisti to enact some sort of ritual to open the gate or whatnot.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. In our current situation, I don't know if our hip is strong enough to go against his, or we'll be prepared enough. That, and with everyone else kind of floating around, like Charlize or a few other interlopers, I'd rather have them out of our hair before anything happens. Oh, that's what I meant to ask. Vasily,
Yes?
while the war's been going on, have you seen a giant hulking shark man around? Or Castle you, perhaps?
Giant hulking shark, man. You're not talking about the butcher down the streets, right?
No, unless the butcher down the street is also a pirate.
He was once. He has an eye patch, I'm not sure.
No, this one didn't have an eye patch. This one just had a scar near his right eye. That's a question to the DM because I actually forget. I do remember he did have a scar though,
Oh, I gotta look myself.
or at least I thought he did. It's been a minute since we fought Lay Shark Man.
It was also Zimar, I think, and Deckham.
No,
Also, I don't want to
Hexic-
say fight,
Hexix
but like
technic.
got thrown around by.
I was gonna say technically Hexic fought him a little bit too, and then like tried to shoot him twice, and then got bitch slapped.
I actually
So-
did
I mean,
I did
great
hit him a
against
couple-
him. For like
I
two
did
rounds he
pretty
couldn't
good
hit me.
against him too. I did pretty good against him too. In fact, I think I crit him even, but it ultimately did not matter, and I
Yeah.
got, you know,
Dumpstered.
hello, I am now on the beach.
Hello,
You were
I
in
hate.
level-
I haven't. All right, sorry.
So you were like level 3, I mean,
Yeah,
getting thrown around by something in the teens.
yeah. I'd fully expect that, to be honest, though.
But if you actually remember or want to roll me a history,
Where
and anybody who fought him can roll history at advantage.
Damn.
2.
I
I
am
not, since
con-
Ellie was knocked out before the Shark Man showed up.
I am rolling hot tonight. I don't know who blew on my dice. Probably just continuing from fucking Baldur's Gate.
So 19.
Okay. So, Zamar, you remember he had very big fists, a very dangerous looking sword, and, well, with the mist, you really couldn't see much more than that as he beat the shit out of you.
I was gonna say if I'm getting smacked around, probably the only thing I'm going to be seeing is his fists.
They were tattooed, but, Deckham and Kyle, what you do remember then is that he was actually massively tattooed with these bluish green tattoos all over his face and body.
Okay, scratch that. He didn't have a scar on his eye. It was a tattoo of like a bluish kind of scar, and it was all over his body. Do you see anyone like that walking around?
Hmm.
Why is that the...
No, I mostly stick to the store, yeah, but
Well, surely
That
some
can just turn to the refugees. Anybody?
or hell, even Castle, since you were more out in the front lines.
okay.
Wow.
You hear a voice pipe up from one of the huddled ones. Elliot, you recognize this one as being one of the undead. What you see looks like some kind of sentient zombie. They're not looking too good. I remember seeing something like that. It was with the small one who came and sowed chaos everywhere.
Fucking course. She
What does
is.
small one look like?
Deckham. It's probably Valoria.
We can't make
An
wild
accurate
assumptions
description.
until we know. Exactly.
Let me check the last time I used Valeria's token.
Been a minute.
Oh boy. Was not that far back. I want to say she had red eyes and black hair.
I actually don't remember because it's been a while since I've actually seen her token. So
Yeah, let me see. I should be getting close.
For a brief moment, Elliot, kind of thinking about it, looked over to Kyle and just asked, "This might be a stretch of the idea, but could it be possible that shark creature is one of your tormentor's other creations?"
I wouldn't put it past her, though she's tended to stick more towards vampire kind. So we'd have to see.
You do know there was a vampiric type of fish, at least, right? You're not from Loarth, I forgot.
That
Surely.
sounds horrifying.
Yes, they look like manta rays. I forgot their exact names, but Greybeard said that they're extremely rare.
You know, I wouldn't put since all of them are from Hollow Swag. I wouldn't put it past it that Margulius is one of her top buyers, especially considering what he's doing.
There it is. There she is. I was off by just a couple of colors.
I actually don't remember. I think we saw her token like way back when we were in Paradon.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Ah,
Yep, that's her. Cool.
She
Like I
was
said,
also with green-haired one with horns. Kind of looks like your friend.
cool. 3 birds, 1 stone.
Oh, this is going to be painful.
I'm in slight agreement to that, but back to my question as to why Margul is helping out with the particular enemy of Kael and how much they seem to be very connected to her.
And it could be the opposite effect, where she just wants to sow chaos, and Margulius is just willing to oblige to keep us distracted from something else.
Roll me a history, Kyle, at advantage if you'd like.
16?
You know that Valeria gets bored easily.
That or she could be fine-tuning it. I know she gets incredibly bored with her new toys depending on what she moves on to next. So this might be a kind of do or die situation to get her before she leaves. Especially since there's chaos here now. That's at least keeping her bound for the time being. I mean, it's up to you guys if we want to pursue this. I personally would rather, just so we can just knock out a lot of issues all in one go.
I'm not against the idea of pursuing this lead. My only thoughts or concern, rather, is that is if this particular lead will get us closer to our objectives.
Think of it this way,
I mean, I
at
believe
least
it
in my
would.
mind. If we take out the shark man that's with Valaria, then that makes ultimately taking down Margulius a lot easier because the only person left on his ship is just him and I guess my brother.
Yet, have you not noticed something in peculiar that Margulius has not made any sort of revenge attempts or even mentions of us killing his crewmates? I
Well,
suspect there's no real love lost between them, but you would think that at the very least the nail throwing woman that we fought would have been more precautious dealing with us when technically we had dealt with her comrade Virgil.
Well, you also need to realize during that time a monstrous murderer was running around that town. Would have not assumed us that Jack woman.
or maybe randomly the Oni clan got wind of what she was doing and took her down.
We really haven't
Perhaps.
been overt in killing any of them. Just ran
And
into
we
them and oh, that was that.
we haven't really seen Margulia up close and in person. God knows since what when we got to
Since we
the
got here.
Isles anyway. So I'm just trying to get every advantage we can, so fighting him will be a little bit easier on us, you know? And if a few eggs happen to get broken along the way, then they kind of, break.
Elliot, didn't your father say we should probably help out Lord Grey?
Indeed. It's just a matter of not making any. Not wasting our energy on things that could be necessarily be done in priority. But
Uh,
since this is our main lead at the moment, we may as well pursue it. Though, inwardly, Elia is not liking this sound of all these things here because, or rather, he's not fully convinced. He feels like there is something wrong, but we're just not seeing it.
Vasily's been kind of watching you. Goes to speak as Castle does. If Sharkman's here, then he's not on ship.
Yes.
Almost as easy as killing him.
fuck. I'm gonna sending then real quick. To Ismark. Ismark.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Do you see Margula's ship floating somewhere around in the mess of ships?
We'll only do 100.
All right, boys. We want either the 100 or the 1.
43.
56.
It's
Kill.
close.
You're only off by 13, though.
True.
Well, there is a ship out there that looks awfully familiar to his, but kind of hard to see through the smoke.
How far out about? Rough estimate.
15 miles?
Fuck, we can't make that. And just bringing a ship will just divert attention. You know, my only issue is we don't know what Margolia's ship is capable of, so charging it head on as well, we don't know what we're fighting against. Fuck it. Might as well warn him.
I would suggest perhaps right now we'll deal with the shark crewman along with Valeria and her minion.
Yeah.
At the very least, we could at least gain the allegiance or alliance of Lord Grey and his vampires that are loyal to him.
About Lord Grey.
Is he dead?
Oh, shit.
Rumor says he is. Which is why all this went to shit, along with the death of a few others.
Naming a
who's-
few.
Well, there was Mephisto, and there was Cornelius, Darty. Think Marky survived.
Have we met any of these people? Just out of curiosity.
Likely not.
I feel like we've seen at least some of them, like, at the vampire bar when we were meeting Lord Grey.
You probably did,
Yeah.
but to know them,
Like, yeah, but we don't know them on a personal level, so the names don't mean really anything to us.
you saw
Yeah.
vampires that had VIP treatment, you know.
Yeah.
What about his daughter?
Just about to ask that.
I don't know what happened to his daughters, to be honest.
Well, if Valaria's involved, she might be messing with them and also could be turning them into footstools. Ugh. Or maybe coffee tables.
I've already voted to kill her, but can I vote again to kill her?
Get in line.
Then I suggest we try making a move and with haste now instead of sitting around and chit chatting.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
Last
wanted to do.
look forward to Vasily. Last known location of Lord Grey's family, or at the very least, wherever our allies would be in.
The last place they were seen was at the Carnival.
If there's a carnival?
The Carnival
that's the old one.
Nocturne, the
You've
club,
been there.
Oh.
the Vampire Club.
Yeah, no, it took me a minute, because I actually forgot the name of it.
Ah, that one, yes.
Jacob
Alright.
slaps Elliot on the back. Alright, let's go remake history.
Once again.
Again and again.
Our souls will never rest.
I no rest for the wicked. Money don't
I
grow
know
on
that was
trees.
another reference I put in, so don't worry.
Um, Deckham, since he's your man, your call. Do you think Castle would be better served here, or we should have Ismark and Zan pick him up?
I'm gonna look at you flabbergasted. Castle can do whatever he damn well pleases.
Looks at Castle. Well, what do you wish to do then, Castle?
I mean, I hate water, but the rest of the units there, still right?
Yeah, it should be. I think most of them were dropped off at the Lighthouse Island, if I remember correctly. Right?
Some of
Because I
them
don't think
stayed with the traveling circus, but is in town.
Castle stayed with it. The others came with you.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought,
right,
and
right,
then-
right. Sorry.
And then they went to the Lighthouse Island because they were given the freedom of choice if they wanted to join Kyle's crew or to stay with Callisti for the time being. I
Cla-
think.
the
Man,
And they
Castle's
took
weird
up
quirk is he
with-
doesn't like water.
Strange. I wonder why.
man, it feels
You don't like
eons
water
since
either.
We've been at that carnival.
I know.
That was like session 3, 4. I was actually before Jason joined.
No, that was right after I
was-
joined.
yeah.
Oh no, we went to
Yeah, it was
get
before.
another one.
Yeah, no, the bar one was before you because that's when we still had Hexic. Because you joined right when like right towards the middle, towards the end of the Abbey, right? Or no, wait.
Middle of the
Yeah.
alley because he was there during the fight.
Yeah, no,
he
because
was
he
like-
joined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the middle of that. You guys were going back and forth between Paradon and the Isle
Yeah.
still. And then Callisti was like, hey, the other guy's going to show up.
He's here! To make up for the gunslinger that we lost.
Alright,
Rest
Castle, you're
his
going
soul.
to find a white dragonborn man and a very scared looking human.
He's not scared, he's stoic. But scared.
Eyes.
Like the whites of his eyes.
Meanwhile, on the ship, everybody just looking at Ismark is just staring off with a 1,000-yard stare.
He's seen things.
Funny. I've seen Vampire Wars before, it's happening again!
If I'm not mistaken, I think he died once too. So
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Wasn't it because of a vampire that he died?
yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
He's just
Oh,
watching
it's not-
Barovia burn.
Yeah, like in the back of his mind, is his Barovia again?
There's a place
Oh.
he'll never return, and its name is Barovia.
But we'll have him come pick you up then. Ismark, we have a new crew member to introduce to everyone then.
All right.
You might need to get out the heavy gangplank that we used for Deckham to pick him up.
You want to sit him in the middle of the ship. Make sure he's
Right.
calm. Maybe get a heater next to him. You do not want to see what happens when Warforged throws up.
Maybe throw a blanket over his head.
All right,
Alright.
well, our soul still burns. Let's just get this over with already.
You guys hear the as Deckham flicks out the shovel he uses as a weapon. I still technically don't have a real weapon. I just have this trench shovel.
Don't you have a drill?
Oh yes, but this actually does better. Makes a cool noise.
That- Why do I think every time the drill, it's always the fucking Big Daddy drill rush from Bioshock?
That is exactly why I put it on.
Yeah, that's all I ever see is the Big Daddy Drill Rush.
I haven't played Bioshock in a minute. Anyway,
But with the shovel, what I see is Soldier from Team Fortress 2. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, that's kind of what Deckham has devolved into. I shoot missiles and whack people with a shovel.
this is a bucket. Dear God.
Dear God.
Oh my God. When is Deckham gonna learn to rocket jump so he can go higher, actually move
he
faster?
does.
I do.
I guess technically, yeah.
Yeah, he does have the double jump.
I've been doing this the whole time.
Nah. God.
All right, you guys can get Castle back to the ship. No major problems that way.
Alright. Now here comes the problem, is trying to track Valaria, because God knows I've been doing this for at least a few years after I was out and about, and really good at making herself scarce when she's bored. Why most of the people in Holliswog don't fucking see her.
Well, do you think she's bored? If we're trying to find her,
No,
we should go
because
look where the fighting is.
If my understanding of this Valeria is correct, she's probably looking for raw material that she can use for her experiments.
Well, what looks like the richest part in town that's not destroyed, because she might be there.
The bar, where everybody's been telling us to go.
The carnival place?
Yes,
Alright,
Yes.
well,
So why are we
roll it
not
under-
heading there now?
I don't know.
Kyle's just walking as you're saying
Kyle's
that.
hemming and hawing.
No, we just got Castle on the ship, and now I'm walking that way. As Kyle's probably going the opposite way because she forgets where the bar is.
He's going to just point at the big fuck off castle.
He's on the ship.
No, he's fucked off castle. That's the big fuck. Hang out with you people too much. I'm swaying too.
All right, let's get going. As Kyle just picks up like a light jog, which to like most normal people is like almost a stash. Sorry, we switched back to this map and it threw me off for a minute. All the fucking things we did to it.
Fire, oh my god.
Yeah.
So you guys are headed to where the Carnival Nocturna was?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Being that nobody quite knows who you are, what you work for, it's not too bad, easy or hard to get through. You do see mobs in the street, different groups.
Also, I'm gonna do this while we're kind of going, though I don't know how well it'll work against once we get to Alario, considering. But
No. I'll just be sure to have Elliot have his Blade of the Black Templar in full display. So.
well, we got an hour.
you're
I'm probably
you're very distracted, Kyle.
Okay, so that was my. Okay, I don't burn any on the first one, but then I start burning it next time. Okay.
All right.
Still have a
You make
fucking
your
burn.
ways through the streets. Lots of rubble. It takes you a little bit more longer than it did the first time. Considerably longer, actually. You then arrive at where you remember the bar being. It is now mostly a crater.
Well, there went the big fuck off bar.
Was the crater made recently, or like, how much
Roll
smoke
me.
and debris is coming from out of it?
What do you want to roll for it?
I guess I'm inclined to say investigation.
Okay. I mean, investigation, nature,
I also would say
Arcana.
Arcana. Yeah.
I'll roll an Arcana.
I'll roll
Yeah,
an
'cause-
investigation because
Elliot's mostly just looking for anything that might, like, how fresh was the fireball or the explosive, to see if maybe there might have been either survivors or if this had been done a long enough time that it really isn't going to be worth the effort to look for someone.
can I roll an investigation? Wow. Well, I'll
What do you
let
want to
that
roll?
ride.
Uh,
Um,
Everybody's doing something at the same time. Go ahead.
okay. Because I think while they're looking for the magical destruction, I'm trying to look for any sources of like Valaria's essence or whatever around or handiwork in this, and see if
Okay.
there's any clues.
Roll.
Well, well, at least I can't roll below a 17.
Why are you
Good
working?
Lord.
Hey, it worked!
Uh-oh.
That is a crit. We both crit.
Okay. What are
I
you
think,
looking
yeah.
for, Deck?
I mean, a crater this large, was it made by a magical spell, or was this like gunpowder and alcohol fueled, or like actually like an explosive device, or was it a explosive person?
You would imagine alchemical. So a mixture of magic and explosive.
Your nemesis is an alchemist, right?
By trade, yeah.
Well, smell the sulfur. That ain't bad shit.
Great. Oh, am I not surprised in the slightest?
So, what did Elliot get with his investigation? He was looking more
Okay.
toward the time of it.
So, sorry, I'm gonna Deckham that. Elliot, you looking through this rubble, it was considerably earlier than a lot of the things around you that you've seen. Probably by up to a day or maybe two. Being that you did crit on it, you do notice that there is a skeletal figure inside some of the um, collapsed rubble. Kael with a 17. As if it was meant to be found, but nobody else touched it, is a silver origami crane. Just laying right out in the middle of everything.
I'll pick it up. Definitely her fucking handiwork. She'll start undoing the origami. Could I just roll like sleight of hand so I don't tear it in case there's a note or something on it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Elliot, you see a skeleton in through all this.
Okay.
Kyle
Just
with the
having a
deafness
look.
of a cat.
What number did we settle on for you? 6 or 9?
Let me look at our DMs. This is the one that always. Or hold on, did I write it in my notes? Because I think it was one of the few things I did. Nope. Just good job, Mariner. Give me one
Yeah, I think it
second.
was 6.
It'll take 5 seconds, so.
Yeah.
Designate. 9. Actually.
Okay.
My bad. Okay, let me just put this in my actual thing now, so it's branded with 9 on back. Did I write it in my actual bio to remember? No, I didn't. Okay.
Elliot will check the skeleton and see if there was anything, I guess, personal effect of the skeleton that has not been destroyed.
The thing you notice about the skeleton as you get close to it is it was clearly a vampire, and around it is this metal cage almost that penetrated through in multiple places. So they were staked before they baked.
Uh,
You do see a mask, though, or fragments of a familiar mask.
is that the one that is that the Ellie's gonna think about it, and the first thing comes to his mind, if I'm guessing correctly, it was that vampire that gave us the shitty job mission to kill an innocent family before Cole had other
No.
plans.
You remember that Lord Grey wears a mask.
Oh,
The other guy was just a greasy-looking vampire.
okay.
Like he was going to sell you a car.
A used
Oh fuck!
car.
He wanted to talk. He wanted to talk about our ship's extended warranty. I understand now. Thank you. Glad no one humors me.
So I was also writing the notes down.
Uh,
Okay, does any...
Big old-
Oh, no, I'm the only... Yeah. Nobody else that could have, find person spell?
no, but don't worry, as Kyle, you watch her as she like deftly unfolds a crane. She left a note. Which I think is probably an invitation once I can kind of get this undone without ripping it. God, why is it always fucking origami with her?
Unfortunately, I don't have the repertoire of higher level spells or versatility of such spells like clerics and true casters like yourself, Deckham.
Yeah, I made a lot of poor decisions when I decided what I was studying.
I mean, considering who you were working for originally. Oh, there we go. It makes sense. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
What?
Here, as Kyle hands the note over to Deckham. I'm not gonna read this, because I don't even want to waste my breath on it.
Dear 9.
Thank you. And Kyle just immediately, like,
What? I don't
just
break.
cringes. Not what I meant.
Possess me.
We were going to, but now I'm worried that she's also on Margulies' ship.
What it might not be.
Well, I'm hoping that she's also on a Holoswagian ship, so it's not as hard to find. But I'm putting bets on that.
I mean,
Fuck,
would
we have to.
my question for you is: would her vanity allow her to join someone else's crew, or is she, queen bee?
Unless you wanted to use them for personal gain, not really.
I don't think many people are using Margulia for gain, selling him things.
Well, here's a weird question, since we didn't talk to him. Did Lord Grey have a extravagant ship?
Not that I am aware of.
Seems like that's a silly question.
Indeed.
Alright. Well, I think we looked around here enough. Should probably start heading our way back.
Well, can
Ellie is going
vampires
to.
not go over open water? That's a thing.
There are conditions that can be, or rather, should I say, loopholes to that condition.
And considering some of the people that Valaria worked with, considering she had her hands at some of the Court of the Knights, I think she's a little bit above it.
The crossing of water, usually meaning boundaries and barriers between domains and territories. One method is that the vampire can simply cross over said body of water by sleeping or resting within a coffin buried within their own homeland or dirt. Thus, they are, in a sense, still on land, just crossing the water of it.
Like to point out where I'm from as well. We've had vampires that literally live near the ocean and have an ocean community. So, if anything, we kind of break the stigma of what vampires are to you guys.
Strangeness and versatility of vast, multiple planar universes.
Yeah. So, if
Ellie's
anything,
gonna collect the pieces of the mask, and I'm just gonna roll this for myself. Okay. Do I have the spell of protection? No. No. I do not. That makes sense. I wouldn't use it.
you know what I love about this theme that we have in the background? Like the occasional music just makes me think it's like the Snowy and the Carnival occasionally play like a up to beat while they're beating shit out of the war. So we just like hear it like lightly on the wind.
Well, Ellie's gonna be somewhat respectful and bury the skeleton. Give it a little proper burial if it is indeed Lord Graves himself.
You know, part of me surprised he kind of got taken down, but considering what everything that Valaria is, also doesn't surprise me that he's probably ill prepared for her.
There could also be the fact that this may not really be Lord Graves and it's just a body double, but we don't know for certain, and truth be told, I don't want to get too mixed up in the vampiric politics of Bell's Harbor. We'll help our
Yeah.
allies deal with Valeria and most certainly deal with Margulia and his shark right hand.
Yeah. All right. You done with your prayers and
I'll
get
do a
going?
quick little religion check to give him a prayer.
Did a prayer over an undead corpse?
I don't know. Maybe it gives him closure.
Hmm.
Cause then I'm pretty sure Zenmar fell asleep again.
I just got back. What's
Oh.
up?
That was actually timed perfectly.
What do you need me?
Oh, you just witness Elliot burying a vampiric skeleton and giving it a very quick, short prayer.
You know, I didn't think today would end with the boat battle, but it's probably gonna have two, which is gonna suck ass.
Ship
I
battle.
mean,
Ship battle.
weren't you not eager to have to get involved in battle since we didn't have any significant role in the war for the Shogunate Isles?
With my hands, not risking my ship and my crew.
I believe Deckham knows best that all wars do have their risks.
Ship battle. Battle.
But
What?
I believe he's more. I believe he is more in tune with his desire for war than even he admits.
No,
Ooh.
his lights usually go from red to green.
You know, I didn't think about that until just now. But this, well, I mean, this does feel different. Not to be, programmed. Hey, go die. It's go do things. You know, making choices. I am a little
Yeah.
worried that she, leave a little friend here. Sounds like the person who leaves someone to fuck with us.
That
Almost
makes me
certainly.
wonder if she has maybe someone in Vasily's shop, so when we get back it's gonna be in total disrepair, but maybe we'll be lucky.
Vasily's all
Maybe.
powerful.
Ellie's gonna take
So
a
was
look
Lord
around, see
Grey.
if there's anyone.
As Elliot just got, or
Ooh.
Kyle kind of.
Ellie's gonna take a quick look around and see if they're being watched because he has this weird feeling that we're now in a trap or we're being scouted now.
Yeah, I guess I do have a passive perception of 19. So would I have noticed anything? Also, I have alert too, so not that that really helps, but
With a 12, you don't really see much.
Alright, hopefully the skeleton doesn't rise up after I gave it a little ceremonial prayer.
you raise me up and you help me spread my wings. I guess Kyle will probably do the same, just kind of looking over his shoulders after.
You, with a 22, you do recognize that there are some birds in the sky that are flying a little erratically compared to what they should be.
How far are up?
Good 60, 70 feet.
Let me look at the range on something real quick. Normal range of 60 feet. So is it 60 or 70? Because I do need specifics.
70.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Sorry.
Nah. Um. Kyle in the mental link. No sudden movements, but there's a few birds about 70 feet up that are moving a bit too unnaturally above us.
I could shoot one.
No, if anything, that would just alert them to our presence. Let's just keep our eyes on them and see where they go, because they might actually help us find what we're looking for.
Are they flying erratically because of our presence or are they already doing that before?
They could just be familiars, and I'm assuming that's what they might be.
So
Is there-
isn't the conjurer already aware of our presence?
Yes, but but they don't know that we're aware of theirs.
Can I get
You
an
know what I'm
idea
saying?
of how the war is going? Like, if I can tell what side might be winning at the moment? Like, Deckham thinks this might be a ruse to get us away from the war, so her chosen side could win. We fuck off on the ship trying to look for nothing.
You've covered some ground, so roll me something.
All right, let's.
Honestly, I was just thinking like Deckham. If anybody is gonna know who's winning an award, it'd probably be Deckham.
I was gonna say,
Can I
probably has the
use
most combat experience out of all of it. Well, between
Perception?
him and Elite, I guess.
Sure.
Okay, great. That work? Fine, I gotta
Give it a
shake a
minute.
little more.
Why do I feel like you're just rolling a magic 8-ball at this point?
No. What if I do?
What are you?
Okay.
What are you using?
So you see how it says "Go Dice"?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It is an actual dice I could roll that Bluetooths to my computer. So I don't have
That's
to
so
use
cool.
Roll20 that hates me.
Instead, he can use something else that hates him.
It only hated me yesterday. Today it likes me.
Today, it depends on the day and the position of the sun. Actually, it's a full moon, so that's probably why it's rolling well.
As you have Harley so nervous she's mopping the ceiling.
Wait, actually?
Yes.
I
Can't believe you
Wow.
fucking sit, loser!
Now I really gotta ask that question when I get over there on Saturday, Sunday.
I think you're
Dude,
putting.
it's so weird. Okay, I don't want to get off topic. Okay, let's
Yeah,
focus.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess there's 22 that Google for cheapest perception.
Okay, with the 22 deck, I'm looking over everything. You're looking at a war between about 6 factions. Some of those factions are human and living, and some of those are undead. And really, you can't tell who's winning. It seems to be that the city is just getting wrecked because nobody's willing to give in. But you also figure that most of the fighting happens at night.
Anything, Deck?
Well, the problem is, it's obviously, if they're going to fight, they're going to fight at night. There's several factions going on right now, it looks like. But it's hard to tell who's winning. I'm not sure if he's trying to get us to leave or not. But we have at least until tonight to figure it out.
That's,
Great.
I guess, one thing that strikes me as odd. There's a human side faction. Why aren't they just attacking during the day when they would have the advantage?
Because people need to sleep. Can't attack during the day and then get attacked at night and just think you'll be able to survive. Tactical decision, but sometimes play to your enemy strengths as well as your own. Most likely they'll attack first.
Fair enough. So I guess that all
Also, the possibility that if they are attacking vampires, most cases vampires already have daylight guardians such as enhanced zombies, ghouls, other potent undead, and human or other thralls that are bound to them by blood or mental control. No point, as Deckham said, waste energy and be left vulnerable for the actual force.
And I'm also sure there are several scouts running around right now.
points up or looks up, like motions with her eyes up to the birds.
Exactly. I say we head to the ship. Go try to chase down if it is actually a ship she has or not.
Might as well.
Should we at least check on
It is the ship.
know any others?
Oh dear lord, Dick!
Hmm.
I know I smelled
That
He
an
just
makes
underage.
stares at you.
I knew I smelled an underage
How long have
degenerate.
How long have you
Elliot-
been standing there?
Ellie just quietly pinches the bridge of his nose and just looks at Van Richten and just says, "Sir Richten,
Elliot.
the children, well, at least one of them is free from the curse. 2 of them, unfortunately, could not break through it, but thank you for that information."
Yeah. No
Also,
problem.
I see you get to witness some of my creator's handiwork. Kyle just kind of motions to fucking the hole.
Yeah, not going to lie. Kind of wish I knew what the hell she used. Because this is one hell of a way to get rid of a lot of undead.
Wait. Oh my god, I just realized something. Moogle. Technically, Kyle also has an alchemist on her ship. Can I roll to see if I would realize the magic close to something that she would recognize? thought somebody-
Sure.
Oh my god. Because I guess like Kyle has seen a bomb made of disgusting before. What would it be? Arcana? I guess.
History at this point.
Okay.
History or
Advantage or no?
Arcana.
Advantage or no?
How
I'll
well
leave
does how well does Kyle know said bomb maker?
Considering if it's this is mostly me referring to Rilla, considering she watched over her and her crew and helped her make a decent amount of some of the alchemist fire stuff that she would occasionally use. I'd say a decent amount. She understands like the basics of how she makes it, but not like the integral pieces. I'll leave that up to you then, I guess. If it's just regular or not.
You can roll me a history or an
Okay.
Arcana. So that I'm gonna leave it open to you.
I'll roll that, and I might end up burning my inspiration, depending on what I roll. I'll take a 17.
Well, not explicitly a gem bomb. There is definitely the same kind of damage output.
Fuck me, I know what this explosive is.
Care to explain?
What is it?
So back on Holoswog, I also have an alchemist. Kind of small halfling, devil horns, etc., etc. She used a spell specific to her called Gem Bomb, which essentially overloads a gem to a disgusting degree and then causes a chain explosion. Though this isn't exactly that. We did make a variant of that where we made a giant gem bomb focusing a lot of magical energy, and this looks about the similar damage output to that.
Where have I ever seen that before?
Should I be worried?
Gestures to the body that does not match the head. Lot of death.
Okay.
All gets collected into one thing. Big thing go boom.
Well, like I said, it's probably her variant on it, considering this isn't exact. Which is scary that she even has it. Thank you, Miser.
Deckham, who do you work with? I mean, I know Kay. What was the Kay specialized in?
Robotics?
Okay. And her mentor?
Or
Fizzle
Fizzlebang?
What?
I will put it to you this way, in a weird way, all of you connecting. Yes, it has the damage output of a gem bomb, but the scorching and stuff would be closer to a fuel air bomb.
Holy shit, they airdropped it.
Elliot, the only thing he can think of closest to this is a red dragon's fire breath concentrated.
Yeah, it would
That's
be
all he
like
can think of.
be like swamp gas condensed going off.
Jesus.
Because Oarth does not have the technology for the gem bomb spell.
Yeah, and it's like if a green dragon fought a red dragon, but the green dragon's breath was flammable.
So you're referring to when the green dragon and the red dragon decides to mix their breath weapons on a concentrated area.
Pretty
This
much.
is kind of what.
And especially because it's up there. There's whatever bomb that Kyle was describing airdropped in.
Also,
You're-
I'm kind
wait.
of.
No,
Will that not be any different than a cannon?
Moogle just said
No.
no, so I think I heard him wrong.
it is a fuel air bomb. Somebody probably walked in with something, a device, turned it on, and
Then it blew up.
Ah,
Which. That was always
Just so
my
you know, this is
worry.
vastly
You know-
stronger than a fire.
I'll put it this way: how well do you know Schlankton?
Kyle's probably dealt with a few people there from time to time. Not like her, like personal go-to, but she probably knows enough to like get around, especially since their engineer usually goes there for parts and stuff. 'Cause it's
You
just
would also
cheaper.
know that a certain crime lord happens to have a thing for blowing people up.
God damn it! I hope to God they didn't get their hands on my crew. Considering Shirley's also has a penchant for fucking blowing shit up. Because as far as I'm aware, unless someone fucking told her that gem bomb and most of that technology was only on my crew and a few other people that happened to be there. Or they could have just imitated it, which is also fucking worrisome. Either way, Bannerkin, that's heads or tails of generally what you're dealing with. I don't know how many more they have though, which is also worrisome.
Well,
And
they've used at least 3 others.
Of course. Great. Great.
how many more victims do we have to be that were piled up?
Well, my understanding on this one was about 60. It varies if you consider skeletons. Animated skeletons.
Just out of general curiosity, how big is the radius of the hole? Like
Oh,
60,
good
70?
60 feet.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
The building's gone, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
imagine it's just
60-foot diameter.
okay. So it's basically made like a. Is it like downward in or just like flat across? Like, did it impact and go down or?
At the impact or the explosion point is definitely a crater, but
Okay,
it's a
okay.
flatter explosion.
Oh, okay, okay.
So basically, to mechanically explain it, a house filling full of gas and being detonated.
Yeah,
So it's a flatter.
yeah. That's why I was more work because my assumption, at least for how gem bomb generally works, is it would like leave more indents, so that would make more sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this took some time.
And actually, I think Elliot would understand this to a degree, because there are wheat silos in Greyhawk.
Dust
Very weak, but they're very weak. But I mean, the other thing too is that they're prone to blowing up also said user. So,
Yeah.
uh,
I was just saying,
I,
wheat silos do detonate. You know what I?
Could someone
yeah,
explain what that? I have no idea what that means, but I feel like it's
Google it,
will
it'll
work.
pop up.
Okay.
Wheat
yeah,
silo
it's
explode.
Wheat
Yeah.
silos. What happens is you get flour. You can do this with
Wow.
flour.
yes. Do you remember? Actually, hold on.
It's
Let me
aerosol basically, and then ignited, and boom.
Yeah, another example. You watched the Goblin Slayer series?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember with the not Beholder episode?
Yeah.
That's basically it. The wheat silo. Like that's an example.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's as a farmer, it's something you deal with.
All right. Well,
Mm.
so my question is now: is Charlize just using people to go into buildings and then blow up? And could Facility be worried? Kyle just turns back to Facility and hoping to God she doesn't hear an explosion.
Again,
Or at least that
probably
direction.
not. I mean, with all the alchemy he does, he probably has either fantastic ventilation or just turn the air good.
That being
He's
said,
also a dark lord.
Which is why I was a lot less worried about him than I was Gray.
Is Gray
wait,
not
I
Dark
thought
Lord?
his
No, Gray was not a dark lord.
Nope.
Huh.
His corpse is sitting there.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
no, I got that.
no.
I
We're
think Kyle was
referring
under
to
the
the
impression
first-
he
from,
was.
from what I've learned, Dark Lords don't do that.
No, I was referring to the fact that Vasily still has his Dark Lord title. I thought that was for his other half.
I guess he inherited it then.
It is, how do you say?
Complicated.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, Deckham.
Okay.
Everything just happens to be complicated.
Usually it is. I
Especially
don't
with the
suppose you know the situation for Snowy and the rest of the family of hers.
Oh, we have had minimal losses. Doing pretty well, actually, trying to find this little area. Charlize.
yeah. Part of me worries. I've heard just like trying to sow chaos in between everything, meaning she also could technically make her way into a Vistani camp and maybe do some damage.
Well, I'm
I
not
would hate
mis-
to see someone messing with a Distani camp like that.
I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, the Vistani are very cautious about who's around. They either know everybody or, but I'm sure they have magical wards against your average illusions. Such, right?
Also, considering if you do a slight against the Vistani, every single Vistani is going to be after you.
Huh. So glad I did punch one on accident then.
So that would be bad, yeah?
Alright, well,
We have a boat to catch.
yeah.
Location of your camp. You do make it back before dark.
You watch as he points off into the mountains.
That's a walk.
Hey.
Let's be careful and watch out for more, I guess, compressed gas bombs or whatever the fuck.
It would be an individual with several tanks tied to them. Someone like me with tanks inside of them.
Alright. Good seeing you again, Richard. Kyle just starts walking back towards the dock.
He just lights a cigarette, and turns around, and kind of just hops off of the debris he was standing on.
Man, that height does not make his figure any better. Kyle says that she's in the middle, like, to the rest of the party. Just looks
Oh,
like he is not.
Unassuming.
Not wrong.
Oh, by the way, look
Yeah.
for the gaudy ship.
The what ship?
The really gaudy one. All
Oh,
is gold and shit.
How am I not surprised? Because that's what I was gonna look for, but thank you.
Kyle, it's like if you let me decorate the ship.
You do decorate the ship occasionally. I tell you no.
Yes. There's 3 you haven't found, and he walks away.
Sleight of hand put noodles back in Deckham's leg.
There's a mesh that that nothing can be
Yeah!
found in the parts anymore.
I imagine like Kyle just hits the mesh and like she's like, damn it.
A countermeasure I never thought I needed.
Against my own party. Alright, I'll be right back to you. I just have to go to bio
Yep.
real quick and then we can
Take a quick 5-10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could have waited. After doing Balthazar last night and then Deckham today, I'm like, oh, this is terrible for my voice.
Jeebus.
Yeah.
So weird that we're gonna be there in like not a long amount of time.
I know. Miser and Baron both show up fucking Saturday. Not next, not in a
And then-
month, fucking Saturday. And when do you show up? Ish.
Yeah, it'll be like later than that, but
Yeah, I just forgot what day you guys are planning on it.
Let's see. My first day off is that Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Not this upcoming
I know,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Then we'll probably be there.
Oh right,
Thursday,
I lied.
Friday.
It's not Saturday. It's next Saturday. No
Yeah, you
wait, I
should know
work.
these
No, I
things,
work this
Jukes.
full week. Then I'm off. Yeah, no, it is Saturday.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're on a break. Okay. No, I'm switching this.
We're very excited.
Okay, I apologize. I'm back. What did I miss?
A whole lot.
Oh, hold on. We're just saying how weird it
Talking
is that
about-
we're going to see each other.
Disgusting. Don't look at me. I get to steal all of Jeebus's bacon.
Fuck you.
Uh-oh.
It's my bacon.
You don't just walk in and steal a man's bacon.
Exactly.
You cook it shirtless and then assert dominance.
Only if you're making pocket bacon.
I think
No.
Jeebus has already asserted dominance on that level.
I was drunk and had a wireless headset, and I was making free. But I'm making,
And then we
making
said to
bacon
make
and
bacon.
eggs, and Mariner shouts, "Do it shirtless." I said, "Fuck you, I'm doing it."
There was just an image in that fucking chat of it. And then fucking Harley's just like, what the fuck is going on?
There's gonna be 4 of us eating, right, babe?
I can consume air. It is okay.
Well, it's... Feed the boys good steak.
I only take
Make
mine
some
medium
ribeyes.
rare.
Good. That's the only way I cook it.
Good. I actually like juicy steak. I don't understand how people like it like shoe leather. Fuck those people.
Harley stays on for a little longer. She does medium to medium well. I'm getting her closer to medium. But I mean, so that's unfortunately that was just the way she was raised. Oh god, the first time I had steak.
That sounds like. That's where you just get like the
Which
A1
is
Jeebus
like
and
that
just
was
start dumping
the
it.
second time we had steak. I'm like, all right, cool. Leave mine out until about 4 minutes until everyone else's is done. Then we'll put my steak on. And he looked at me like I was fucking insane because his steaks were cooking like for 15 fucking minutes.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
I mean, they were thick.
Truly Italian way of cooking. Just no juice, only good.
I make no commentary on that one. At least not on stream.
Oh dear lord. Miser's about to say some shit.
I've always been saying shit. It's just some of it I don't want to expose other people's lives or get them involved into what I'm going to say.
Fair enough.
I know I still roll like shit, but it feels better to like actually have a dice I can roll. This thing is cool.
I'm gonna buy one.
I might buy one too, honestly. Meanwhile, fucking.
I didn't even know
yesterday-
that existed. That's really cool.
It's a
though.
very new product. I learned about it from I think Moogle actually posted it, but I had watched one of the Unexpectables. If you guys watch them, Connor
No.
hates Roll20's dice system, so he got one. I'm like, oh, that's super cool, and my best man bought it from the registry.
Nicely done.
Meanwhile, I just have my metal dice that I'll occasionally throw out my table and hopefully don't break my glass cover on my table.
Get it rolling.
I probably should.
Just
Question:
speaking. Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's
How
that?
do you put it? How do you on a sheet put a damage threshold,
I just
or do you just put it as a trait?
I usually put it as a trait.
Yeah.
just because it's
Okay.
easier to track and or in like the attack roll thing. I'll just write the description of like what the damage threshold is.
Okay.
Just because then you can click on it if you want to show it to the players or not.
Okay.
Yeah, because DTs are hard. I mean, there's literally only one that a player can get in the game. Heavy Armor Master, and it only takes off 2.
Well, I was thinking of doing devil or
For the ships.
that on the ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best place to put it is traits.
Okay. That's what I will do.
All right.
Alrighty.
play.
Where were we?
We are heading
were
towards the ship.
Heading. Well,
All right.
oh wait, yeah.
Our ship.
Technically, we were heading towards multiple ships.
All right. So you're calling back your ship in, and
Yep.
all right.
I shoot the flare!
Thank God. It breaks.
It's bright. It shoots up, just like a flare should.
Does it hit the birds that? Actually, were the birds following us before Deckard shoots the
I
fucking
aim at a
flare in their
bird.
face?
One of them was.
How's the bird looking now?
Do you need
Oh,
an
roll
attack roll?
me. Roll me an attack roll.
Oh my God.
Should I use my spell bonus or like
Go
my
ahead.
melee bonus? Thank you. Cool. A 13 over a 6.
It's gonna suck that
Oh,
right
fuck.
even.
16.
God damn it. Well.
I mean, you
what's
beat
gonna
the armor class of a bird, so.
Yeah. That's a big fireball.
happen?
Whoops! Oh no!
You just see a puff of feathers and the flare, detonates. It's shining.
You think they saw that?
Probably. I
He,
kind of find it funny,
he
actually.
flicks it down
They
and
probably
takes
had
out
a
the
knife
empty
hole.
shell. Oh, I don't have another shell.
Yeah.
Clicks it back
They
up.
probably had a good eye full if they
Puts it
were
on
watching
his
the birds on it.
I hope it blinded them for like 5 seconds.
Actually, he just opens that compartment in his wrist and just stows the...
All right. You guys make it through town. Again, nobody really knows who you are, so they're really not kind of messing with you.
We just have
It's mostly
Elliot
what
block
you're-
at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God we have anonymity.
We have fucking
I'm pretty
Blade
sure
walking out in
Dara-
front of us. Like, we have intimidation is what we have.
Why not both?
All right. So you guys make it back to the ship. Castle is on board. Hey, everything's ready.
I go down to where Castle is. Alright. Unfortunately for your first ship experience, they're going to be shooting at us.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know before anything happened that, well, to be honest, your instincts will kick back into gear and it'll just be like, yeah, your regular battle until you realize that nothing.
I mean, I trust you. So, let's do this.
Everybody who's in the mental ink just hears, shit!
What?
What is this feeling? Someone trust me and I don't know if I'm going to have the...
There's something
What do I
wrong, Declan.
what do I say?
What exactly is wrong, Declan?
Sometimes you don't have to say anything.
Just nod.
Just smile and nod.
I don't think he can smile. I don't think Dekum has teeth.
Don't have a
He can nod.
face.
He can cross his arms and nod.
Dekum just reaches out after that very long, awkward pause for Castle. Just reach up, put a hand on his shoulder, even though he's probably sitting down. All right, well, want to help? Load some cannons. Pretty sure you can do it twice as fast as any of these fine gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Because he salutes.
He just takes a handful of gunpowder in each hand, jams it in the barrel, and just throws cannonballs in to pack it. Alright, wait for, I believe Zinbar's our gunner, so wait for his signal, then light that thing, bang. You know the drill.
One in
Alrighty.
your hand?
What?
You know the drill, and I said the one in your hand.
Well, not that drill. That drill. And to be honest, I probably
Also-
use this drill hole in their ship. And
So man, all that glass and moving really seems to be going off now.
well, the living ones crack their knuckles. I can't do. Let's do it. Let's get the boys back. Finally leave this rock.
Strange plane of existence.
And Deca will head back up to the top deck where you guys are, and I'll
Alright,
wait
I guess-
orders, Captain.
I guess I'm gonna. Can I roll perception to kind of see, like, for the Mothgadi ship around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Perception. Yeah. Kyle just kind of pulls out her spyglass, looking around.
Doesn't the spyglass add something to it?
I don't think so. I think it just adds like a
To be
further
honest, I
sight
think
range.
it's up to DM. Some people give a bonus, some people give advantage.
I kind of look at it as just allowing me to actually fucking use my perception for that far out.
Huh.
But as far as
Yeah,
I'm aware,
it
it
is
actually
a
doesn't
very-
get bonuses.
It is a very weirdly thing. It's just objects viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size. That's all
much.
it does.
Yeah, it does. That's what I was gonna say. Most of the time, it doesn't do shit, unless like
Huh.
a DM specifies.
I mean, you still rolled a 26, so I'm not going to dock anything there.
Yeah. Now I got you.
You, with a 26, using a spyglass, you see two ships out there. They're farther out than the ones that are fighting currently.
Mhm.
One is Margulia's, and one is this gold colored. The only way to put it is a Schlinkton casino.
God, fucking damn it!
I think it's that one.
If-
It's both of them. Margulius and her ship are right next to each other.
Actually, there's a good couple of miles between them.
Oh. So which one do you guys want to go for, Margulius or the giant fucking casino?
Oh, the shiny shit fuck. God,
All right,
I
we're
gotta
going.
stop hanging out with you.
I'm in agreement to deck him without all the swear words there.
Don't you
You
blame
just-
me for this.
We also just got to be extremely careful because Margulius' ship is close enough that how many nautical miles roughly? You said like a few.
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
So we could get there like in decent or in a bit, but it's not enough where it'll be immediate. Right? If I remember how it works.
They're going separate directions.
Oh,
You
Even
really
better.
wanted to turn around.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, if he really wanted to, he could be on you pretty quick, but
Well, it seems like Margulius is actually heading the other way, so if we kind of just wait and space it out a little bit, then we could actually get her away from Margulius.
We're also running on the assumption that Margulia actually cares about Valeria.
I'd rather
Would
not.
he would he really interfere with us getting involved with Valeria?
No, but I'm also worried that she would see it as an advantage to try to take that he could see it as an advantage to take us out if we're openly attacking her. You know what I mean?
You do recall that he could have killed us all when we first encountered him.
Yeah, I know. But even still, it doesn't help to not be precautious either.
Well, if anything, we can probably lure in the Shark Man if Margulia cannot really leave his ship.
Alright, let's just get fucking going then.
Let's just not try to have Valeria get too far away from us.
Considering the size of that fucking mass, I'm assuming it doesn't move all that fast.
I'm more
it's comparable to
concerned of
your ship.
this.
I want to
Oh,
put
is
out
it?
two things.
Okay.
With your information and your being able to see it, there are two things. Both of these ships are comparable to your own.
Okay.
Margulia's might be a little bit tougher. It's a bigger, more galleon kind of ship.
Yeah.
Hers is definitely like a galleon that is built with that theme.
Yeah. Well, either way, we definitely can't take two on at once if something fucking happens, so.
I'm also concerned if she gets too far away that the mist might actually interfere with our pursuit of her.
Depends if they see her as an actual Dark Lord or not, which, fuck if I
If
know.
she isn't seen as a Dark Lord, that means she has a higher chance of escaping.
I don't think she would want to escape considering what this land is comprised of, mostly chaos.
And yet, as you have been explaining to us, she likes to sow chaos. It wouldn't be surprising if she finds or goes to, as the saying goes, fertile lands to sow more chaos.
It'll kind of depend, because I haven't, God, I've been chasing her down for at least a few years, so I don't even know her motivation. Point.
If I were to make a wild and hesitant suggestion, her
Oh.
Keep going.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I just thought because I saw those rolls there.
I guess Kyle's still watching it as she's talking, just so you're aware that Google.
You guys
Yeah,
are headed
Elliot
towards it.
just Elliot just adds her
Slowly, yeah.
actions. Yeah, her Valeria's actions remind me a little bit of how Warduke originally started out with his random acts of violence and raiding, slowly building up an army of orcs, goblins, and other vile creatures from the north, and eventually started having dragons as his cavalry.
But yeah, we are heading towards it, Google, as we're talking.
Okay.
I don't know if it's exactly the same, but I can understand the comparison from what you were saying.
Well, Warduke is a bit easier to understand, I suspect. He simply wants domination. I don't know about your Valeria person, but
I mean, all she wants really is just chaos. but it seems sometimes it can get a little bit more dicier than that.
Then the question I pose is her chaos the means or the ends?
Bit of column A and column B. It's a lot of her motivations just seem, from my understanding, just to have fun.
She's a selfish artist.
Yeah, basically. She just wants people to see her work and kind of admonish them. Hence why she was. God, she put on so many fucking shows at the Theater of Blood. Kyle just like shudders at the thought of that for a minute. She's essentially wants to be a beacon that is constantly seen by all. And I don't know if she ever wanted to be remembered, but goddamn did she leave a fucking impression everywhere.
Hmm.
Hey, Mariner, I need to ask you a world building.
Sure, what's up?
What effect does corruption have on psychic stuff?
Oh boy! I have not tinkered with it, but usually, so corruption usually overrides magic. Are you asking specifically like psionics?
Yeah, how would it affect a psionic?
Mm, give me a minute, because I actually have to think on this, because I hadn't thought about this really all that much. Huh. The way I see it, since corruption kind of like thoroughly roots out and kind of investigates a host, kind of like a virus, I would think it could probably override it to a degree and make it more like a loudspeaker and just hijack. Think of it like ascending, but you kind of force your hand on the sending, and you can't turn it off. Like where most psionics, you could like force a turn off or kind of like an on-off switch. I think corruption can kind of work in that way almost,
Okay.
kind of like a remote hack hijack kind of thing, and kind of just breach the line. God, now I'm worried.
Yeah.
This is
Sorry to
a-
interrupt. I just needed to
No,
know
no,
that.
no. I completely understand because I haven't even touched on that yet. So, oh God, I just hope this, that she wasn't messing with anything too indebted in Hollow Sword, because there's some stuff that really shouldn't exist outside our domain, including the gem bomb. And if she's messing with that on a base level, there's no telling what else could be. As Kyle's like just steering the ship closer to Valarius.
Okay.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
As you break free of away from Bell's Harbor and the other ships, it starts like a fog in your mind before painful black tendrils kind of cloud your vision for a moment as you have the worst headache ever. So I need you to roll me a wisdom or intelligence save.
Since I'm standing next to her, does she get the bonus save from my +3 from my aura
So
protection?
28.
Yep.
Okay.
You are able to shake it off, except for now there is a familiar voice in your head. Oh, 9. Good. You found my letter.
What the fuck are you doing? Ow.
Oh, I've been messing with some very fun new things. why don't you just come on over, sidle up to our ship, and we can go back to having fun, like old time.
I'd sooner stab you through the heart.
Oh, really? After everything we've been through?
You used me like a puppet to put on plays to advertise to people, and then just made Charlize a worse person. Don't act like you're the good morally standard here.
I always liked how you did that. Tried to bring morals and things into it. You really haven't figured me out yet, have you? I don't care about them. All I care about is making you beautiful. Is that so wrong?
Considering your beauty involves a lot of people usually getting killed or turned into essentially just jigsaw puzzles for your enjoyment, yeah, it's a little wrong and fucked.
Eh, so be it. The
Oh,
offer
what?
stands. Just want to come over and talk first? I know you have cannons on there. I know you want to shoot. But
Let me
I'm
roll.
offering you a flag.
Let me roll her wisdom. That should. It's still the same mod, so I guess I'll technically still get the additive.
Yeah, you still get the +3 from Elliot if you
Yeah.
want to use it.
Yeah, she probably will. As Kyle looks at the others, I don't know what the fuck she did to get in my head, but she's saying she's offering at least a parlay for the minute.
Jack, am you hearing this?
Aww.
What do you
Fine.
think?
Zimmer, are you hearing this? The enemy wants to parlay.
Yes.
Zimar's like getting the rock ready, like aiming, and aw.
Elliot was getting ready to use the
I'm
divine smite onto the cannon.
I'm certainly ready to parlay.
Now, I suppose this is some sort of ship or pirate term things, but why are they using the barley as a term now?
Parlay means to come to like an accord where we could talk on equal terms, where no one fires a shot, and usually
Elliot,
most
it's
weapons
like
are
when two generals meet at the center of the battlefield before battle.
pretty much, and usually no
Oh.
weapons are worn by either party. But considering my current state, as she makes a psychic blade, it's not gonna assume that at least we'll have some weapons.
I. He takes out the shovel again. Is considered a weapon.
Yes,
Okay.
but I see a temporary ceasefire meet and greet before we kill each other.
More or less.
Really should have had her give me a compartment sword.
I am still walking in with my sword.
Okay.
All right, so you want to parlay?
Yeah. As much as Kyle's like gritting her teeth, especially just would Kyle know what entered her head? Because I don't think she messed with that stuff enough to know. So I'll leave that up to, I guess.
I will put it this way: it was psychic, whatever it was, but it
But
was
it's definitely
wrong.
okay. And whatever the fuck is in my head, it's definitely not psionic. Or at least some fucked up variant. Maybe something from this land. I can't fucking tell.
I should give her a light prayer from St. Cuthbert. Maybe she's been possessed by some sort of demonic being. And I'm gonna cast this on her.
Oh
Remove
God.
curse.
That doesn't work on corruption because technically it's not a curse.
Does he? Elliot does
No, I
not
don't. No,
know.
Elliot wouldn't know that, but like, I'll tell that straight up to Moogle, just above table. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
Because it's not technically a curse, because it exists outside of the realm of magic. I guess Kyle's like, you do that, Kyle's. That didn't work, Elliot, so whatever it is, definitely not a curse.
All right, 5 points of lay on hands now.
It's above table Moogle, just no. Basically, any way to remove it that way is no. You need pretty. I'm not gonna spoil it because it'll get into some actual
I know.
stuff, but
As a
no.
player, I understand, but this is Elliot that we're talking about. He may be a bit of a prude to you guys at times, but he does like
Elliot,
you enough as friends.
Elliot, I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever you're doing,
Huh.
it's really not gonna fix it. This seems far beyond magical healing. Whatever it's in my head.
I really hope we don't have to do the practicing of killing you and then reviving you. I don't have any of the abilities of that manner.
Out of curiosity, Moogle, do you want some enemies that I could send you? Or do you have your own?
It's up to you. I mean, if you want to fight them, I'll put them down.
I'll maybe DM you some stuff that I technically had in my folder for a while, and I might not use, so I might throw them to you.
All right.
But either way, figuring out the enemy is a better way, and do keep in mind she does still want to work on me like a fucking piece of art, so that's always fucking fun.
Yes, but I'm just worried that whatever she has done to you, you may end up turning into a thrall.
No, I think I still have free will, at least for the time being.
Yes, for the time being.
And don't worry, if she controls your mind, I'll just control it back.
I hope it works like it did with Samar.
He can do that.
It worked once!
He did.
Me
And
just looking at my stuff, I don't think it will.
Eh.
Still shout out to having that be the first time that's ever happened to me in D&D ever. That whole situation.
Like, above table, the problem is corruption is so, like, malleable to magic that it'll probably just eat it and make it worse.
we'll never know. I mean,
Yeah.
Especially since
It's al-
Jacob
it's
has
also-
no idea what corruption is.
I
exactly.
know. None of the
That's
party
what-
does, and Kyle has, like, very minimal understanding.
And it's just Elliot trying his best as good paladin.
Anyway, how far out are we, Moogle, then, from her ship before we get there?
Elliot, I don't think I need to tell you this, but
Oh,
stick to her
good.
like glue.
Half hour. Let's see. Nautical movement.
If I can keep
Probably
up
a
with
good
her.
15 minutes.
Alright, we got 15 minutes to kind of decide what the Oh, God.
Tea
My
and
head-
snacks.
No.
Oh.
Fuck it. Well, actually, you know what? It might actually be better to indulge her just to get her stroke her ego, just so we don't fucking die immediately.
That's the noise breathing makes, right?
Why did it just
Yes.
sound like an exhaust pipe blew up in your mouth?
There was some spaghetti
It
stuck in
al-
there.
it al- it almost sounded like a gas or ghoul trying to scream before it got hit by Greybeard's mace that was full of divine energy.
Kind of like what happened with Samar when that ghost was breathing
So
on
I'm gonna
him.
take that as a good thing. I'll be in the be in the kitchen.
Alright, well... Oh, God. It's been so long since I've actually seen her, so...
Yes, you tend.
Elliot, I'm gonna try not to stab her, but... We'll kind of
I'm
see what...
fine. I am fine with you stabbing her. Just let me know so I can join in on that.
I just don't know what we're even facing up against, considering what she has here. And if she can override psionics, God knows what else she can do.
I am not too familiar with this powers of psionics other than what you have been showing.
Well, think of it like this. Do you have lines of communication in Oath?
through mostly magical means. There has been some technological marvels, but they're very far and few in between. Gnomes
Okay.
have been known to blow themselves up quite often when trying to make their
So
special equipment.
the best way to at least describe it, imagine sending spell for the most part, right? Or the general
Yes.
intricacies of it. So imagine that, but someone gets to hijack the sending and forcibly just force their way in without, how do I say this? Without any resistance or anything, kind of like a knife just cutting through.
That wasn't a real one.
Kind of
Ah,
like a knife
the
just cutting through any communications.
yes, mental interceptors. I forgot what kind of creature they were, but from what Greybeard had written down, they are something akin to the minor beholders.
Why are your minds filled with beholders? That sounds horrible. Do they have like little mind hats for each eye?
I just
More like they don't, more like they just have one eye and multiple tentacles that should have eyes but have weird glowing sockets on them. Hard to describe them, but they're incredibly small. From the notes that Greybeard had taken about them, they're mostly used as the beholders, scouts, and infiltrators.
Oh boy. Am I off?
Nagam, what kind of yeah? What kind of snacks are we making? As Kyle just kind of pops right into the kitchen while she's talking to Elliot. Or like I guess through the mental link. Oh. I think Deckham's voice communicator just shut down again.
I was talking this whole time.
Yeah, that's that
You
kind of
just
thing.
open the door to the galley and it just punches you in the face with the smell of baked goods and tiny sandwiches. And like 8 different types of tea and coffee. Do I even have the
Okay.
chef feet? I don't think I do.
I'm surprised you don't.
I hate other things. Look at there. I really don't think I do because I would have taken that at the beginning. Yeah, no, I don't have the chef feet.
You are not the party certified, Gale.
Yeah.
Well, I am because Gail also doesn't have chef feet.
True. True. True.
Why is everyone talking about having chef's feet? Don't you want their hands?
No, see, the feet are what all they like. You gotta get the movements of the kitchen.
I hate that just makes me think of a sous chef versus an actual chef.
Why are you suing a chef?
There's one very terrified undead in there too. Jacob just keeps yelling at to do very intricate like cooking things that he has like this dude made stew his entire life. Or at least that's the way I picture it.
Just when Ellie was talking about the strange mind flayer species kin to Kyle, the image of what it looks like, or at least what he understands what it looks like from Greybeard's book, flashes into her mind, or at least how he visualized it. and everyone else can see what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to get this map together.
No
No
worries.
worries. But I think that's a big reason why we're vamping.
Yeah.
Zidmar, you get the very distinct smell of one of these sandwiches is made with catnip.
Gonna fucking drug a vampire with catnip?
I'm just like,
No, I'm gonna
you
drug
just
Zamar.
see,
What
you
the
just see
fuck, Miser? That looks
Zinmar.
like oh my god.
You just see Zinmar like poking his head like through the window.
I pointed at a certain plate.
That looks like anatomically correct angels.
I know
That
you are totally like fine with me taking it, but
See it. I watch you steal it. I think my passive's higher than that. I have to check, actually. Oh yeah, my passive's a 17.
and then you no longer see the Zinmar.
Zidmar, don't overindulge.
But
Do
yeah,
we just
that's
hear the
the image
cat scratches of him going up to the crow's nest?
I probably would vaguely have heard it. Since Elliot's passive perception is a 15 itself, so he meets and beats in a sense.
Listen, he wasn't trying to hide it. He was just pretending
Yeah.
in a serious way.
I wasn't being fake. I was just lying.
This is very loud.
I hear some weird scratching. Wait, I thought
Wasn't a
Zamar was
compliment.
sleeping.
Yes, it was.
No, not in this situation.
Oh my god.
Oh, he got hungry.
I see.
I don't
But
know
yeah, Elliot then
catnip to body weight mass, but just don't let him eat like 7 of those.
Wait, hold on. I have consumed 3.
What the fuck? We want to at least make a somewhat good impression, and Zimar's fucking eating half our sandwiches.
No, that was a plate specifically for him, so he is relaxed. Doesn't murder anyone at the slightest touch. You saw him at the Oni camp.
Yeah.
Itchy and poofy.
I thought that was mostly referred to me in my direction of how quick. to
I
getting
don't
things
know
done.
how to get a vampire stone, so
I don't even think he's a vampire anymore
no
at this
damn
point.
fear. Sorry.
Don't even think she's that.
No, not her. Him. And I pointed Elliot.
Oh, you get a vampire stone pretty easily. You just throw a rock at him.
Get out of
Funny.
the kitchen.
Get off of my ship. Kyle just
Elliot
stands
is-
in the kitchen, leaning on the door.
He takes out the
It's probably-
drill and points down.
What's even more funny
You
is that
sure you
Elliot's
can
actually
swim?
talking from the window.
No. Aren't you supposed
Elliot
to
is
be
talking
steering?
up.
You do know I have other crewmates, so I can just walk freely. I have first mates for that reason.
What's that?
Not them, the actual other crewmates.
Is Mark's not your first mate?
No, it's Zan.
That makes more sense.
Meanwhile, Ismark just hears like slowly is crying in the corner.
His Mark is fucking passed out. That
Yeah,
dude,
like,
that dude
fuck
has
that.
had to row back and forth from the ship like 3 or 4 times.
That's why.
There's a bear claw sitting on his chest that Deca made.
You know, I hear this and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like fucking Abu music because it's always fucking violins, considering it's
And
like
I
very.
love this music, but I was so upset at this game.
Never played it.
Last of Us 2. Last of Us One
Yeah,
was
never-
like, like it got the the awards it deserved. Last of Us Two, ooh,
Yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna keep quiet on that one.
Oh god, it sounds like a fucking opera house. As Kyle's getting closer.
So as you guys draw close, and both of your ships basically saddle up to next to each other, and please ignore because the best map I could find at the moment.
yeah,
No
no
worries.
worries.
I kind of figured this is like a filler map till we get into the meat and potatoes.
Uh, on your end, Moogle, if anybody's cast detect poison or anything on all of the food Deckham is bringing out, the only thing that would constitute quote unquote poison is the spiked teas that are just with I used Kyle's ramen.
Kyle's just like looking at her storage supply and wondering why her rub's a little bit lighter. God damn it, Tekam, I need something to calm my nerves.
Yeah, here,
Kyle,
try this one.
I don't want tea.
Then Mar offers a
want this
plate of
tea.
catnip biscuits.
I
So
know
you
what you put
see
in.
the helm familiar phase.
Great.
Oop.
Awesome.
She waves.
Hello.
What, is the boss not willing to meet us in person yet, or do we still have to go deeper down? Kyle just looks over.
Oh, she's here. Just taking her time. As you hear
Gosh.
soft footfalls.
Okay,
And
It's in mine,
You
but
see
the green one
the
was
edge-
the boss.
you see at the edge of a
I see
Stairway.
colors.
I just take his jaw and point him towards the other ship.
sorry, go ahead. Like, Elliot, you seen
Comes up the
Kyle like
stairs.
angry at you before? This is like a whole nother level where you could see like she's drawing blood from like trying to clench her fist and like grit her teeth.
Yeah, Elliot's just watching the abominations across on the other ship, so he's just waiting for his just cause signal to happen.
I love that game.
Always wanna-
I never
Really
did
fun.
either, so
It's grapple hook memes, that's all it really is. Anyway, so on the ship, are these like drow or what exactly is her like crewmate? I know it's kind of their filler images, but
they're-
I'm just curious.
You pretty much view them as like what a Schlenkton pirate would look like.
Okay.
I just use these tokens that is
No, I got you. You just need like a filler for something. It's fine.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of baby's blood.
she comes out. She steeples her hands, which you see are now she used to be very clean on things, but now her hands are these strange black kind of grows up towards her elbows.
What the fuck?
Number 9. As I said, I have so much new stuff to try. Found this interesting material on our homeworld before coming here. I believe they call it corruption.
The moment like that word is said, Kyle just feels the shiver run down her spine. Fuck.
She holds
we're
out.
hearing all this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like her just talking plainly, I would assume.
She holds out
So
it.
I was gonna say, would Elliot remember that mentioning of the corruption in Vasily's alchemic lab?
You can roll me a history if you'd like.
Sure.
Little did I expect my own world to be used against me.
Welcome to Jordoba.
With 14, yes, you remember that weird vessel full of black liquid.
Well, Kyle's kind of whispering to Elliot. We're definitely not prepared to fight whatever the fuck she has, so for now, hearing her out might still be our best bet. Much as I really don't want to.
I'm
She
moving.
holds. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Elliot just says under his own breath towards Kyle while still looking in the direction of the enemy. Yeah, so I'm wondering if she will let us walk away now that we're within range.
My worry
Speaking
is
of within range, sorry guys. Speaking of within range, can I roll something to see who was outgunned right now?
Sure.
Perception, investigation. What do you want?
Either.
Great.
whatever suits your fancy.
I'll take the first one.
Whichever makes me happy.
I think my perception. Evan. Okay. The only problem with using the go dice is that I kind of have to set my modifier every time.
Yeah.
Come on, say you're rolling. Say you're rolling.
I'm
Say you're
surprised
rolling.
it doesn't have
Yeah.
like an auto save feature. Like it doesn't
So
like
I
quick save,
can't
like,
just
templates.
like click on my character sheet. It'll stick with what so it'll stay at a +7 for right now, and then I'll have to just use a plus or a minus and just make my
that's what-
bonus. It's like
that's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
super hard, but I have to remember or check every time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised it doesn't have like a preset where you can just like set multiple ones, so you can just go through.
That would be
rather than just
nice,
one
but
at a time.
again, it's very new.
Very true. So
Jack,
Yes.
you guys are a little bit, or pretty much equal. You imagine their ship is a little bit sturdier with the. Now that you get close to it, you realize it's not gold, but it's very nicely polished brass that has been put around it. So it's got more of a iron hull than you guys have at the moment.
Alright, and since they had already proven that they can break into Kyle's mind, Deckham's not going to use mental link. Deckham does this in most Deckham way. He's got a plate of food. One side is closer to them, one side is closer to ours, and there's just an extra sandwich on their side. And I look at Kyle, and Kyle feels like the sensors hit her, and then the sensors go to the plate. They have a slight advantage, is what he's trying to tell you.
yeah, I think she's able to pick that up, especially because she could just tell by looking at the galleon compared to hers.
I mean, you feel
yes.
like if you opened up and they opened up, you're not sure which one of you might make it, but
It's definitely not worth the risk, basically.
Yeah, which is kind of what he's
you
trying
both
to tell
take a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, like whoever limps out alive, Margulies could probably easily sweep in if he was close, or like keeping, which also worries Kyle. But just put the gangplank, Valarius, so we could at least talk. And I mean actually talk. She kind of like looks down at her.
Okay.
I made
So we're gonna
snacks.
say. Let's see here. Polygon. I don't really like covering up cannon.
You can
I
probably
say
just draw
cover up
where
that
the-
sail.
Yeah, like right here. Well, either or.
Perfect.
Alright, Deckham, you go first since you have the food, and then we'll follow behind.
Alright, you see Deckham with literally like walking across a plank with two like one arm filled with teapots, one arm filled with sandwiches, and with the dexterity of Zinmar, just continues forward.
What did he get?
Here you
Zamar,
go.
you still seeing colors?
You.
Mm,
Hey,
Elliot helps Zamar across. That's Kyle.
All along,
across.
Zamar.
Oh, you get back here. You take these.
Whoop.
I'll hand them out to your friends.
You just hear Zinmar just has like this very low, like constant purr. Just like vibrating everything around him.
Sidmar happy.
Don't mind my friend. He's just high right now.
Oh, Dekum
Kyle's
is currently
like-
yelling at one of her crewmates.
Kyle's not breaking eye contact with Valaria. Like the whole time she was crossing, she was just like keeping her eye on her.
He very gingerly takes a sandwich because he's just like looking at her or them, looking at you, like, okay, who do I get listen to more, and who am I scared of?
Dekum in his 7'8" frame leans over him. Take this out to your friends.
He kind of takes the plate and looks at Charlize like, what do I do? Just kind of waves him off.
It's just like like cucumber sandwiches, something they've probably never had. Like something incredibly way too fancy for any pirate ever.
Oh, cucumber sandwich, man.
I was gonna
So
say,
fun.
I don't know if well, I guess she's more to herself than like
Oh,
actual
she
sharing
like
her
he's
wealth
got
amongst
like
people.
very
Yeah.
bloody, like pretty much uncooked beef sandwiches. For he told him he like Dekum knows she's a vampire, so anything with blood in it, she's like that's probably great for her.
That'll also probably catch Elliot's nose a little bit.
He'll like gesture because he has literally probably like 6 to 7 plates on one arm and like 5 teapots on the other.
God, I love the fucking.
Do you need
tokens
help
this
there,
on my
Declan?
cray-
I'm
on my
good.
cray-
Well, the left arm will burn the shit out of anybody who's not made out of metal. So I'm using I'm using shocking grasp to keep warm. I didn't know what she liked.
So, do you wish to talk terms broadly, or would you prefer to go at least downstairs to talk? Kyle was looking at Valaria.
We could talk up here. We could talk down below. It's I mean, all it is I want you to come home.
You know that's not gonna happen, right?
She kind of, she just has that wry smile that you know she has a plan, and the sadism. You know I enjoy a chase, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised you would even humor this comparatively, or considering.
Thought I'd give you a chance. Save your friends' lives.
Sadly, they kind of need me in order to get home. So, yeah. Nah, I think I'm fine with them.
We are more or less in this thick and thin.
Okay.
So, care to share what all that is about? And Kyle just kind of points to like the corruption that's basically wormed its way up both of her arms. Or is it one arm or both, actually?
Both.
Okay.
Oh. Just something, like I said, I found on the homeworld. Quite interesting in how it reacts to things. That's really, really want to try it on you.
I'd rather not get touched by any of that shit, thank you. Considering what the others said about that one other rogue, I think I'm fine with staying away from that shit with the 20-foot pole.
Well, it's up to you. Last chance.
Now you're sounding a bit more begging on that part.
Let me pull something.
In the mental link, just so she might hear.
Go.
No. You know the biggest problem with Brass, right? As he kind of just puts a leans back and lays on a railing.
God damn.
Highly
Oh,
conductive.
You've done it again! I did this to Moogle before! No, Declan, what is it?
It's highly conductive, and he looks at all the people that are on the railing of the ship right now.
Oh my god. Is this gonna be like an actual fist fight? Because I feel
And
like it might
can
be.
I insight Charlize to see if she heard me?
It'd probably be Valaria more than Charlize,
Sorry.
actually.
The two, unfortunately, just the names are so
Alright.
wonky with me right now.
Yeah,
No
so
worries.
Charlize is like
The white-haired child,
That'd be Valaria.
Hilaria.
I guess we could just call her Whitey, and the other one is Greenie.
DM. Or DM. Just
I was gonna
Yeah.
call her Greenie.
Anyway.
Roll me an insight if you want.
Absolutely. Same bonus +7. So come on, tell me I'm rolling. Yeah.
Damn.
Don't fucking.
You're pretty sure she didn't see it or hear it.
All right. So yeah, so Declan will probably. I mean, it's hard to take a step back because I'll be like. Here.
Yeah, no worries.
But Declan is definitely touching the or the brass railing.
How does that work for the whole ship?
Don't know.
Sounds like
That's not my problem.
It sounds like the same thing I did to Moogle and Can I Heat Metal on a fucking Hellcar? It's the same as shit.
I just do it way worse at level 6. But he's definitely like he's still doing his butler thing, like just kind of standing to the back. If any of the crewmates after eating the sandwiches decide that they want to try to get more, he will like hand out tea, whatever. Like he'll still be doing the butler thing while constantly keeping contact with something brass.
They're a little bit like wary of even the sandwiches, so
You know, that is the one thing I always found a bit drab about your art, Valaria. It seemed to usually lack any passion. As Kyle's now just fucking goading her. What do I roll to goad?
goading would be what?
Deception or persuasion, probably one of the charisma ones.
Or intimidation, yeah.
Oh yeah, and one of the three charismas.
I was gonna say intimidation.
I'd probably go intimidation then. I don't have anything in it, which makes sense.
Take a D4.
Cool.
I will
Oh, yeah, you have
use
guidance.
one of my. It's more like a fucking.
Oh.
I just called it the staff bonus.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I haven't burned my inspo today, so I will burn my int to try. Probably not gonna pass with charisma, but I'll take the D4 either way.
Are my fortune D12s just for me, or can I give them to people?
Just for you.
Okay.
Alright, so 14.
You know what? I was gonna
What's up,
just
bud?
say, I was
Oh,
gonna
nah.
burn my inspo for her.
Nah, I think since Moogle already rolled.
All right now.
so- Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, I'll use it for an attack if I need to.
A conversation could go for very long.
Yeah.
This is true.
I suppose criticism is something that every artist has to take now and then. But I also know you don't know a shit about art, Kyle.
You're right. I'm not that veining up my own ass about it.
I do. Oh.
Are you really willing to put their lives on the line for you?
I mean, I've put my lives on the line for them, so I think they owe me a little bit.
More than that, Kyle.
Indeed, funny. Recall that we were saving you a couple of times as well.
Can you say the same for your own men who usually just are here by choice or fear?
When she says fear, Deckham's head turns directly to the left of the guy he gave the plate to. Like, shoulders and shoulder, like, nothing else moves, but just the head just a fucking, like, instant 90.
That's the problem with artists that are too lost in their own creations. They tend to lose a human aspect of themselves and think that power can hold everything in place, but once that crumbles down, there's nothing left. Damn it, is Mark. Ismark, you fuck! Wow, Zan! This is why you're the first mate!
Zan just all of a sudden, oh shit.
What?
That something crawls or kind of shoots out of the water and lands on your ship.
What?
I'm within 5 feet of...
Oh no!
I'm within 5 feet of,
Is that the Kraken?
Zivar, right?
No. Miser, the shark.
Oh! Our good old friend there.
You know, in all honesty, you saved us a lot of trouble of trying to find him. Thank you for that.
I'm within 5 feet of Zivar, right?
So you see as Zinmar's eyes, which were very dilated, are now very locked on.
Great.
To
Super
this
willing,
master.
it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
This massive shark that is now landed on our ship.
Well, welcome to being right next to him. Come with me.
Come with me.
Well, soup.
You just feel a very strong metal hand on like the nape of your neck, like a mama cat does, and you just know. All right, and you are
That's
here.
it's always the fun thing, is people think they have all their cards in hand, but really, thanks for hand delivering us, Mark. One of Margolius's. Kind of
get-
looking for him. So...
All right.
No, you're fine.
I was
I
like,
think
you
that was
just
pretty
guys
much all I had to say.
You're Deckham for the first time ever since meeting him. Break several teapots and several plates.
Deckham, you know we have an exchange on those, right? Because Barnaby's not paying us back for them.
I'll pay you. This fuck needs to die.
Also, I love how I almost crit on that too.
Elliot
Okay,
just sees this whole change of
Apparently I did not
Deckham.
clear this after the last time.
No worries. Just wait for a second.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I will
Yep.
just keep my 12.
Yep.
I'm the only
Keep-
one who
just
rolled
keep
like
your-
shit. I'll make
Can
sure to
I-
keep my 12.
Can I roll?
Right,
Can I roll or?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, now? Okay.
Yeah, so,
So I'll roll
I-
again,
I-
and Moogle, you don't need to change mine. I'll just keep my 12. I'll
Yep.
change it myself. Oh shit.
Yeah, Kyle's handled.
Yeah, I got it.
We've had a long rest since the last session, right?
Absolutely.
I hope so. I was
Absolutely.
gonna say we've been on the sea for a bit.
You've had
so-
like three seconds.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we
Like-
had a long rest on the ship, and then we went to the lighthouse, had another long rest, and then we got here. And that was.
Just in,
I mean, I don't think anybody
update
used
my
anything
sheet.
So
besides me, because
There
I
is
just
a
used a 4th level
situation.
spell slot.
I don't have all the spitless sheets ready.
So-
So
Okay.
this is where we're gonna call it for the night.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit is about to go down.
Oh, I'm
This
about
is
to
like
beat
Kyle's
this
moment to fucking draw her
motherfucker's
sword.
ass.
This is it, dude. My revenge.
Our revenge. We both got knocked out by this fuck.
Elliot's gonna just simply say to Kyle while looking at Kyrie's in front of him, and just says, "So, do you want Valeria alone, or should I help?"
Let me show an artist how to actually paint a fucking picture as she gets out her knife.
Elliot just goes, "All right, the stage is yours. I have my dance partner in front of me then."
So you guys just felt as Decker goes, "Come with me." Boom.
Elliot-
We're gone.
Elliot is trusting Decim and Zimar to handle the damn shark guy.
Well, they
behind.
I feel like Zinmar was like just ready. Like he knew that this was he was gonna be going through
Which
a
is
dimension
why,
door.
like, making a monk more calm is probably even more dangerous than making anybody else like.
I was gonna say you have to
You've
remember
put
the
me in
numbers,
my
Moser,
Zen
or,
state.
No, he
Google,
should
just
be
because
fine.
it will reset.
We
does
might
it?
just need to add a we just might need to redo, and then he can tell us what we
yeah,
rolled.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's still on my sheet. Or
Yeah, it's on
my
his sheet,
Okay.
so just for us, and also
When I move you back, it'll be there.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
At least I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Just move us back right now.
Yeah, just
to
check. Is that
Yeah, it's there.
this?
Yeah, because I've done that before, so
Oh, okay.
I've
I might just leave it on
Got
this screen.
Yeah, it's been a
So-
minute because I always forget. I forget it's tied to map, which is honestly annoying if you're like playing multiple maps.
Yeah. All right, so that will be the end of today's session. I'm Goth Moogle. Thank you all for joining me tonight on this mess of the game. I pass it over to the one who's going to have one of the more interesting ones, Mariner.
Hello, I am Transpace Mariner. Yeah. Kyle finally gets to see her handler, and God, I'm afraid what Moogle cooked up for me with this shit, because Lord knows it's malleable enough in my games. I can only imagine what you can do with it. So yeah, you can find all the socials linked below. Probably won't have a game next week, because I will be flying back on, or no, Sunday's the wedding, never mind.
yeah.
We'll be at the wedding, so because some loser's getting married. Speaking of some loser, Jeebus, you want to go?
Hey, speaking of some loser, even though Moogle called this game a mess, to be honest, this is one of my fucking favorite sessions. I had a great time this session. So we all need to get out of our own asses and out of our own heads. We're
No,
all
let us
doing
all be
great.
Valari.
All of our
Let us all-
TMs, I mean, even including myself, are doing great.
Let us be Valaria and up our own
Yeah.
asses, please. Anyway.
But so the next couple of weeks of sessions, so this upcoming week, and I guess even especially the following,
Oh,
there will be no Sunday session streamed. I guarantee that. Monday, probably not as well. But this upcoming, we're gonna do our best. We'll have some people who will be online, some people who will be off. We have several computers in the house. We'll try to make it work. That's what I'm saying. We'll try to make it work. Everybody, if you follow Miser, come over to Jeebus the Dingus on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. all 3 of those. You can follow us there. I will, if anybody will be streaming, it will be me. But yeah, we're gonna try to do some weird kind of hybrid shit, so we'll see how it works. But yeah, I'm Jimmy Singers on Twitch, and YouTube. You can find me probably next Monday. Most likely not actual campaign shit. I'll probably be running another Balthazar one shot because everybody loves those.
Yay.
But yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you all for all of your support. We love you. I will throw it over to Sir Free for All, who a lot of you guys came
Hello.
from.
Hello, Sir Free for All. It's me. All my socials are all the same. Everywhere, it's Sir Free for All. I have recently been accepted and has been streaming Twitch roleplay on Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, he's
and
so
that's been
good,
an
too.
absolute. It's been an absolute blast. I play a traveling poet, and it's been great. I just met. Oh god, I could go on for hours, so I'm not going to even get into it. But if you're interested in that kind of stuff, hell yeah. Anyway, I'll throw it over to I think anybody who hasn't gone yet.
That would be me for the moment. Yeah.
Oh, Miser.
Hello, everyone. This is Miser, and as Jeebus has was saying, this coming Sunday for Wildlands, there will be a stream. Yes, it'll be a little bit difficult. Yes, but I still want my players to at least enjoy the possible dangers I'm about to throw them into. So, continuing on that, if you're not able to find my stream because internet sharing is going to be really difficult, definitely jump into Jeebus Dingus's Twitch and YouTube, and you can also find my content on Twitch and YouTube under the handle name Miser Mark. Hopefully all goes well, and congratulations again to Jeebus on his wedding. We're going to be dropping by there in person, so it'll be a heck of a meeting, first time meeting. All right, so I'll hand it back over to Moogle to close us out.
Yep. So thanks again for joining us, and have a good night.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye, have a
everyone.
beautiful time.
I'm looking forward